I'm Kathy Feigley, Director of Kangaroo Kids Child Care and Learning Center and host of today's Child and Family. Today we're here at the 9th Annual Baby and Tot Fair at the Hunterdon Medical Center. Come join me and learn about baby nutrition, music for babies, and lots of fun activities and healthy activities to help your developing child. Hi, we're here with Debbie from United Way. Debbie, this is an amazing display here. Our little bear even has a diaper on.
Yes.
And can you tell me what
diaper need?
There is a diaper need. When I look at these charts, 2,788 diapers are used in the first year of a baby's life. That's just amazing.
Yes.
And I imagine that's quite a big expense for families.
It's about $120 a month.
Wow, that's amazing. And so what is United Way doing here today?
We are actually holding a diaper drive. We've been very successful the past few weeks with other diaper drives, and every little bit helps. So if you can come out today and donate diapers, or you can either come to Clinton Honda. It's a diaper drive-off program. We also have agencies that we work with throughout Hunterdon County that supply diapers. Norwest Cap in Phillipsburg is actually our diaper bank, and they store all the donated diapers there. So any little bit helps.
Well, that's really great, and that's a great need. So parents, if you have a few extra diapers or any leftover diapers that you haven't used as your children grow, drop them off at Clinton Honda or Norwest Cab. And if you come out to the fair today, you get a chance to win this bear, diaper and all, right, Deb?
Actually, the car seat.
Oh, the car seat. Oh, okay, the car seat. All right, so win a car seat if you come out to the baby fair and donate some diapers for a very good cause. Thank you very much, Debbie.
Thank you.
This is really an amazing baby fair, and we're here with one of the educators of the program at Hunterdon County. Jean, can you tell us your title first?
Okay, I'm the Director of Parenting and Childbirth Education Services here, and we serve moms from preconception all the way to age 3 with support groups and classes and phone services and lactation services, car seat services, all kinds of services for our moms and their families.
Wow, that's really important because I know as a director of a child care center that new moms have so many questions and so many doubts. And what is one of your most popular classes?
One of the most popular classes is our Baby Steps Mother support groups, and we meet every Thursday for 0 to 6 months, and the moms bring their babies. It's a very friendly place. If they're breastfeeding, nobody will blink an eye. Nobody's going to judge them. We answer all kinds of questions, and we help the moms find their feet with parenting and get confident with their wisdom.
Right, and a lot of times they realize they know more than they realize they do, but they just need that little confirmation.
That's right, they do. And one of the great rewards of what I do is that I can see them developing into parents and really finding their wisdom and knowing that they're on the right track. It's lovely.
That's really wonderful. Well, we're going to be back with you because we want a lot of tips about all new moms. So let's hear some more information as the day goes on.
Great.
Thank you very much, Jean.
Thank you. Okay.
I have a special message from our bear. Only you can prevent diaper rash. We're back with Jean for some tips about how to use those car seats.
The thing that people need to know is that there is no best car seat. All the car seats are dynamically tested. They're going to be safe. There's a lot of different car seats. They range from infant seats with the base to a convertible seat like this one, which goes backwards and then forwards, and then a front-facing only seat or booster seats. And children need to be properly restrained in New Jersey until they're 8 years old or 80 pounds. Or 4'9".
Oh, 4'9". Wow.
They need to be 4'9" before they can safely sit in a vehicle.
That's amazing. I didn't realize it was that tall. Wow.
Very tall.
And infants should be placed, or all children should be placed in the back seat. Is that true? Or?
That's right. If they're under 13, because that airbag comes at you with the force of a bullet, and it can hurt small bodies. Babies need to be rear-facing until age 2 now, as long as they possibly can, and then we can turn them around after they're age 2.
Is that because that back seat kind of gives them a little bit of padding if there is a collision, or?
Well, the front seat airbag is going to cause harm, but the babies need to be rear-facing because their bodies are not well formed, and there could be neck and brain damage if they're front-facing. So they stay rear-facing because the seat in a rear-facing collision or a rear-facing car seat actually cradles the baby and absorbs the force of the crash. So there's very little bending of the spinal cord.
Okay, so back seat, moms and dads, and also make sure it's facing the back seat.
Facing the back seat until age 2, right? Age 2. And we'll help them put their car seats in. It's any age, any location, and anywhere they live, we can fit them with the baby in the car seat.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there a common mistake that parents make when they're latching their babies into car seats, or something they should watch out for?
They don't know how to use their seatbelt system or their latch system. They don't get the seat tight enough. They don't get the baby tight enough in the seat. They also use what we call aftermarket parts, which are all of the pieces that are sold in the car seat aisle, like bundle me's and snuzzlers, and they're not safe to use. You just want to use the car seat, light clothing, put blankets over the baby to keep them safe. We're thinking NASCAR driver here. They need to be good and tight in this seat.
Right. Okay, so tighten up those babies and keep them safe, moms and dads. Thank you very much, Jean.
Okay.
We're going to learn about two very important factors when it comes to cancer screening, and that is about smoking and about sun exposure. We have two specialists here. Can you tell us your names first?
Hi, I'm Mary Vecchio from the Hunterdon Regional Cancer Center Community Outreach and Education Department.
Okay, very good. Welcome. And we have...
I'm Miriam Ramirez. I'm with the Hunterdon Regional Cancer Center as well, and I'm through the Cancer Coalition and also the NJC program for prevention and early detection of cancer.
Wow, that's great. Okay. All right, let's start about the sun, since it's now getting to be warmer weather. And I know we always talk to the parents about making sure that children have sunscreen on. What are the latest things about using sunscreen and exposure to the sun?
Well, it's important to remember that sun safety needs to be practiced all year round, not just the summer months. And for new parents to remember that for your children 6 months and younger, that they should not be using sunscreen because their children's skin is very sensitive and the absorption is just kind of dangerous. So they really need to be using shade and barrier methods of hats and clothing to protect that delicate skin of their children.
So that's a good point. So moms, until your child is after 6 months.
After 6 months, and then when you do begin using sunscreen, to always do a small test area first, just to make sure that your child doesn't have a sensitivity reaction.
Right. That's a very good point.
And always check with your pediatrician just to be sure.
So go out and purchase some of those cute little hats, moms and dads.
Absolutely, with a brim that goes all the way around.
Right, exactly. And now what about smoking? It's such a big issue. You see some of these really horrendous commercials now on TV about smoking. What kind of programs does Hunterdon Medical Center offer for that?
Well, we have the programs that are available. It's the information more than anything, especially with the new moms. We want the moms to not smoke while they're pregnant, especially, and also when the baby comes home, the family members, so people who are taking care of this child. We don't want that secondhand smoke around the child either or in the environment. So that's why we brought the information today.
And that's interesting because a lot of times people forget about that secondhand smoke because that is a big issue for young children, isn't it?
It is a very, very big important factor because even if they have it, they smoked outside and came back again, they bring that toxics in with them. And that's not good either for the child.
All right, so keep your families healthy by using sunscreen appropriately and using the barrier shields. What about for older people now? I know they have clothing now that has...
Yes, that has the SPF factor already built into the fabric, and that's being found either in catalogs or in general clothing, in the regular department stores, and it holds up well with washing, but don't get kind of lulled into that false sense of security that because you have on a sun-safe shirt that you can be out in the sun. Remember, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. is when the sun is at its most intense strength, to be protecting yourself, reapplying your sunscreen every 2 hours, even more frequently if you're doing activity with a lot of sweating or water exposure. Check the expiration date on your sunscreen products because what may have been good last year may not still be good this year, to make sure that you have current fresh ingredients, and just really be aware of your own body markings so that you can bring to the attention to your physician any change in a birthmark or mole or freckle to have it evaluated.
That's a very good point. Thank you very much. And lastly, how about what are some of the dangers for moms of smoking when they are pregnant?
There's the biggest one is premature delivery. I know that a lot of babies that have the defects also. And the secondhand smoke is very dangerous too. So that's why we say, we try to prevent as much as we can that during the pregnancy and after that's not happening in the home.
And it's good just for general health, even if you're not pregnant, right? To stop that smoking.
And the benefit with cost. It's expensive now.
Right.
You save a lot of money not smoking. Yes.
All right, so save money, keep safe in the sun, and stop that smoking. Thank you very much for sharing that important information with us. Thank you. We're back with the educator at Hunterdon Medical Center, and we're going to learn some about baby friendly.
Yes.
Okay, baby friendly. And what does that mean?
It's the Baby Friendly Hospital Initiative, which supports breastfeeding and safe feeding even if a mother has chosen to formula feed her baby. The biggest thing is that it advocates supporting the mom to go skin to skin with her baby right after birth and frequently during the postpartum stay. It helps the baby to get started with breastfeeding. Babies have an intuitive need to breastfeed, and they find the breast all by themselves within about an hour, hour and a half. Gets breastfeeding off to a great start.
That sounds like great information. And what about the mom? Does that help the mom also?
It also helps the mom. What studies have shown is that even a year later, the moms have better attachment scores to their babies if they go skin to skin just for the first hour. Babies stay warmer, their blood sugars are better, their respirations are better, and they breastfeed better.
That's amazing. And if people want to come to your hospital to learn more about the techniques of breastfeeding, how would they do that?
They need to call me. I'm 908-788-MOMS, and I'll be happy to answer any questions, give them a tour if they're contemplating coming here, get them lined up for any of our classes or services. So
okay, that's great. That's great. Well, thank you, Jean. And so if you need some tips on breastfeeding, contact Jean. Thank you.
Great.
Hi, we're here with Kathy. Kathy is a registered dietitian, and as I was walking by your booth today and I picked up this bottle of Coke, it was really amazing to me to learn that there are 17 teaspoons of sugar in one bottle this size of Coke.
Yes, absolutely, and that's what we wanted to demonstrate to people, that how much sugar they would be drinking in a beverage like that.
That's really amazing to me. I know today you also did a speech on picky eaters. What are some of the tips that you can give? Because we deal with that a lot of children that parents are concerned that they're not eating enough or eating healthy. How do parents deal with picky eaters?
Gosh, the first thing to do is be very patient, be very loving, be very consistent. Structured meal times, good variety of food, and just to understand the development of your children, because sometimes it depends on the age, but you really are looking to make sure that you're understanding where your child is too. The parents have responsibility of providing the food, and the child has the responsibility of eating the food.
And with picky eaters, is it a good idea to give them choice or to insist that they eat what is on the table?
You know, we call it persistence, not insistence. You want to make sure that you have 2 to 3 choices, but not a whole variety. And you don't want to force them to eat, because then you're going to create overeating. Yeah.
That's a good point, because overeating can be a problem also.
Absolutely.
And I know you also deal with diabetes, and that seems to be such a big epidemic in the United States right now. What are some things that people should be aware of in trying to prevent diabetes?
Definitely eating better. You know, eating small meals, using the My Plate by the government, as you know, Michelle Obama has been talking about that too as a portion control tool. Exercise is another component that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but that it's very really helpful in preventing diabetes. Yeah. And preventing and not having so many beverages filled with sugar.
Well, thank you very much. That's really some great information. So moms and dads, get rid of eating all that soda and get out there and exercise and keep your family healthy. Thank you very much for sharing that information with us. One of the biggest fears of new moms or unknowns is the actual birth of their child. What kind of programs, Jean, do you offer here at Hunterdon Medical Center to help people through that actual birth of the child?
We actually have 2 different kinds of childbirth classes. We have hypnobirthing classes and we have Lamaze classes. And while anybody can take either one of those, hypnobirth is usually chosen by women who don't want any interventions, no medications, unless it's absolutely needed. It uses hypnosis as its form of relaxation. Hypnosis is highly effective. Major surgery has been done using just hypnosis and no anesthesia. So those couples really love that class. It really helps them to get ready, and it teaches them how to use their bodies so that their bodies can relax during labor. Their bodies know how to be pregnant, they know how to birth, and hypnobirth really works well for that. Lamaze classes are chosen by people who may want medications and some who don't and just don't like the idea of hypnosis. And each class teaches all about birth and gives a lot of different coping skills for birth. And each class includes a tour of the maternity unit, so it really prepares them well for what's to come during labor.
That's great, because then they'll know what to expect, and it'll make the whole...
Helps the fear go away.
Right, the fear go away, exactly. That's wonderful. Right. And one more time now, if people would like to take a course, how far before the actual birth of their child should they be signing up for that?
Well, they can sign up anytime during their pregnancy. They won't take class until about the last 8 to 10 weeks of pregnancy. Okay. We want the classes to finish up fairly close to their due date, so the information is fresh in their mind and they remember all of it. So, but they can certainly register early on, and they can call me anytime. time, and we'll get them lined up for classes, answer their questions, give them a tour, whatever they need.
Okay, all right. And so since new moms are a little bit nervous, can you give us that phone number one more time so they know how to contact you for those classes?
It's 908-788-MOMS.
Oh, that's an easy one.
Very easy to remember.
All right. Thank you very much, Jean. You've been very informative. We really appreciate that.
I'm Kathy Lombardi. I'm community nutritionist at Hunterdon Medical Center, and my tip of the day is to drink less sweetened beverages, drink more water and milk.
Is what to look for in a child care center. There are many child care centers here today at the Baby Fair. One of the most important things you can do is see what the staff is like. Staff should be gentle. They should be down at children's eye level, communicating with children in a positive and a friendly way. Regardless of the facility, if you have caregivers that have a knack with children and are very positive, that has lifelong benefits for your child.
Hi, I'm Kathy Lombardi. I'm a community nutritionist at the Hunterdon Medical Center, and our tip of the day for nutrition is to eat more veggies and fruits, 5 a day.